Today I'm here with Mark. How you doing, Mark?
Good.
So tell me, what happened?
Came to meet Dr. Wolfe. Got to tell myself I love myself. First time ever. It's kind of tough. And I'm going to start the cleanse and looking forward to going to Canada.
Okay, but Mark, can you tell me, how did you get into this wheelchair?
I put myself here, I learned today. It was a spinal epidural abscess. It was an infection that pushed on the spinal cord.
Where was it?
C5, C6, and then it got really big. C5 to T2.
Okay, so you know that an abscess is just because there was so much infection in your body and your bowel wasn't getting rid of it and your liver couldn't process it, so that your skin had to pick it up and it had to come through your skin, and that was like a warning lesson to you. And you do know that when you get an abscess coming on your skin, okay, then that means that is a reflection that your large intestine has become a cesspool and it no longer is a proper sewage system, immune system, because 80% of your immune system is in your large intestine. So when your large intestine becomes stagnant, then it breeds bad bacteria, and bad bacteria give off gas and infection that goes into your bloodstream that causes an imbalance in your bloodstream, which then causes infection, and the pus had to come out somewhere because you were backed up, and like you said, you have trouble going to the bathroom, right?
Yes.
So if you have trouble going to the bathroom, think about it. If you're supposed to have about a 7-inch bowel movement 2 to 3 times a day, and you only go every 4 days, where does that waste have to go? It has to be compacted, right? And it's like coal, but we're not really making diamonds, are we?
No.
So then that waste gets reabsorbed into your system. So what happened was, then you had the abscess, and what did they do?
They cut me open and removed it. They washed it out.
And then what happened?
I had a fusion from breaking my neck earlier in life. They removed the wire and then sewed me up.
Okay, so that was a weak point. So what happens in life is when we don't eat properly and we don't know any better, so understand there's no guilt attached to this either. But when we don't eat properly and we don't know that our large intestine is 80% of our immune system, and we need to have 2 to 3 really good poops a day, and we need to drink at least, if you're a woman, 3 quarts of structured water and a gallon if you're a man, then what happens is then all this stuff turns on us. So wherever the weak link is in the body, where somebody else might have had a weak knees, or they might have had a heart problem, or they might have, it doesn't matter, a different organ or a different joint, wherever there is that beaver dam of scar tissue, that is called the weak link. So what happens is you already had scar tissue there. It was already weak there. So where do you think the infection would pile up?
At the weak link.
At the weak link. So again, guess what? It's not your fault. But at the end of the day, it will be your responsibility. Because at the end of the day, corporate America, okay, sees you as a money machine. They don't know you personally. They don't feel your emotion. They don't feel your heart. They don't have to live with you. They don't have to push your wheelchair around. They don't have to help you get around. So, and when you're dealing with corporate America, you're dealing with an entity that isn't even a live human being. So at the end of the day, you have to be the one to take responsibility, and you're ready to do that, right?
Yes.
So you're going to do the 33-day awakening.
Yes.
And you're going to do it every day with your heart and soul.
Yes.
And then you're going to follow the perfect day protocol nutritionally, right? And detox.
Yes.
So in 33 days, we'll come back here and we'll take a look at this. But what we're going to do right now is I'm going to start doing, and I'm going to go in there and I'm going to start breaking the scar tissue down for you, okay?
Okay, great.
And then we're going to take a look at where we stand here. And now we've got a record, okay?
Okay.
To prove that when we come together as a team and we work through our hearts for the good of each other, anything is possible.
Okay.
All right, Mark. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Wolfe.
Okay, feel this right there. Now,
a knot.
Lisa, this whole thing is a knot. And what it's done is I got to get in here today, and this is all I'm going to do today, is I'm going to go in here and break this up. And wait till he tells you how he feels.
And this is scar tissue, right?
This is, oh, Lisa, you need to feel this, Lisa.
Yes.
Lisa, I'm amazed that he has any feeling in his legs.
Wow.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to go in there and we're going to start to soften this up. Now, understand. Are you videoing, honey?
Is that his muscle? Or is that the
Lisa,
scar tissue?
Lisa. Okay. I want you to feel right here. Does that feel like nice, tender muscle?
Yes.
Okay. His muscle has now, it has beef jerky. You ever eat beef jerky, Lisa? That's beef jerky, and it's got calcium and crystallization in it.
Okay.
And now, this scar tissue, this is all scar tissue.
Uh-huh.
And this is cemented in here.
Okay.
So now that's growing like weeds.
Okay.
And scar tissue grows. Now, if you go on an X-ray and X-ray this, that's why natural health practitioners don't even deal with this. This doesn't exist. If you go on an X-ray, Lisa, this does not show up as scar tissue. Now, just feeling it, you know that you're dealing with two rocks. So now he's got two rocks here. Now, if these are rocks, what is that doing to the nerve transmission in his spine? What's that doing to the spinal fluid in here?
Stopping it.
Well, then why has he even got foot movement? He's a lucky boy.
Yes, he is.
Okay, so now we're going to go in here, and this is going to take me 1 hour just to do this. When you do deep tissue, you're not looking to do a large area. I want to show him today from here to here where they cut him open that we're going to soften this up, and he's going to feel a difference. And then what we need to do is go, these are called the eyes right up here. And this is where everything attaches. The muscles come right up to about here.
Okay.
This needs to be broken down. This has to be, his occiput needs to be opened. And we need to open up, these are called the rectus spinae muscle right here. And then we're actually going to go in here and we're going to open this up too.
Okay.
Now, we're going to open it up to the point when I say open it, I'm talking about returning the blood flow, returning the lymph flow, the circulation. Now, if you turn on the circulation, then you turn on what? You turn on the life.
Yes.
So now you're transmitting an actual message called get up and walk. Okay.
Yes.
Right?
That's right.
But see, there's no money in that.
No.
You have to understand that this here, and what the conditions he's in is debilitation. He's only going to get worse. So he's only going to keep on giving money to the system. But remember, the system, it doesn't have a beating heart. So remember that whenever you go to a practitioner, you better make sure he has a beating heart. And you better make sure that he's somebody that you would want, or she, someone that you'd want to aspire to. And that when they're talking to you, you're able to do it as well as them so that you can help him and take it home. If you can't take health home, then you're crippled. Who cares?
Why bother?
Well, you're only good till the next treatment.
Yeah.
So 6 years of physiotherapy, and guess what?
You're getting nowhere.
He made a few friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, right. But we want results.
Yeah.
We want effect.
Yeah, but he didn't want results till now. Because he wouldn't have found me until he wanted results. He would have found me 4 years ago if he was ready. But he wasn't ready because he said, I deserve, because I'm guilty, I deserve 6 years in hell in my mind. And I'm going to unconsciously try to see if I can kill myself. That's what I did it. I still do it if I'm not aware. Okay? All right. So we've just been working on Mark for 20 minutes, and if you can see on the left side here where the redness is, that's the muscle actually returning. And if you look on the other side, on the other side of the scar on the right side, you can see the indent. That's actually, honey, that's actually where the muscle is actually beef jerky. That's why it's like a valley right here, and now it's like a mountain. This is not swelling. This is actually Mark's muscle returning. And I've worked on this side. Look at this. See, it's starting to soften up. And look at how low and hard it is. This is as hard as a rock right here. This is all rock, and when I get done in the next 45 minutes to an hour, this will all be soft. Now, Mark, after 20 minutes of work, you said what?
I can feel my legs more. The feeling's coming back.
And also, what'd you say about your butt?
I feel my butt. I didn't feel it when I got here this morning.
So, okay. All right. So, what we need to understand here is that nobody needs to stay in the condition they are, and that the body will heal itself when you can start to remove the internal scar tissue. Okay, we'll be back in a bit after I do some more work. All right, Mark, what are you feeling now?
Oh, my legs are awake. First time in years. They're really awake.
Like awake, how do they feel? Can you be more explicit?
I just have a lot of feeling where I used to have some feeling, but now it's strong.
Okay. All right, I'm going to show you what we've done so far in the few minutes we've been working. If you take a look now, just so you know, that little bruise has always been there, and that's because he has scar tissue there that won't allow that to heal, which this will heal now. If you take a look on the left side, you'll see it's more pronounced. It's not inflammation, it's not swollen. That's actually me restoring the muscle that should naturally be there. Now the other side, you can see it's starting to come up, but you still see a little bit of a indent in here. I have about a half an hour work to do. Then I'm going to go into Mark's scar here, and I'm going to go in between the vertebrae and break up the scar tissue and the crystallization, work my way up, and then these tendons here and muscles that link up and come up into the occiput, I'm going to soften those up and make them pliable. And then I'm going to go into the occiput, and we call these the eyes of the upper body. I'm going to break that down, and then that will be it for today, and then we'll ask Mark how he's feeling. All right, everybody, this is day 2 with Mark at the IAC convention. He came and I worked on him. There's the table I worked on him with, okay? And here's the actual IAC convention, and there's Abby, our super duper trainer of the year, okay? And now we're back to Mark. Mark, so today I worked on your low back and I worked on your neck. But can you tell everybody what you did this morning before you came?
This morning I was walking with my walkers, so.
And is that amazing or what?
It's awesome.
So what do you think about the work?
It's great.
What do you mean? Well, do you think you're going to walk again or what?
No, I know I'm going to walk again.
Okay, so we did some work on your neck. We did some work on your low back. Do you feel any difference now?
Yes, my legs are. I have more feeling in my legs.
Are they coming alive?
Yes, they are.
Okay, so now you'll start doing some more exercise, trying to walk and trying to lift your legs up, try to get them moving. So Mark's going to come back here on Sunday, right?
Yes.
And on Sunday we're going to work on your hips, and we're going to work on your knees, and we're going to work on your ankles, and then we're going to go back into his neck. And if you don't mind, Mark, I'm just going to show. If everybody could remember the first videos, there was a major hole right here. And if you can see, that hole is probably about 2/3 gone. And then on Sunday, I'm going to go in here, and you're going to find out that this will only be about 10 to 20% left of the hole. But that part will always be there, okay? That part will always be there because of the scar tissue that they took out. And I think they took some bone out too, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, so I'm never going to get it totally flat, but what we will get is we'll get all the nerve supply open, we'll get the occiput open, okay, and then what we're going to do is get enough nerve supply and get his hips done. And Mark is going to what? He's going to do what again?
I'm going to walk again.
Mark is going to walk again. So stay tuned, and thanks everybody. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you on Sunday. How do you feel now that you're standing up?
Yeah, standing feels great.
Really?
Sitting in that chair all day long, standing is just awesome.
Yeah, how does your neck and your back feel after the deep tissue and standing?
The neck feels great.
Yeah, do you feel a difference standing up right now?
Yeah, I have more feeling in my legs.
Okay.
I think with some work I'll be able to take steps.
Yeah, I think so too. So now we just got to get the scar tissue broken up all the way through the spine into the, we got to do your pelvis area because that's your root chakra to get the energy flowing, and go all the way down into your hips and sacrum and break that up. and then do your knees and your ankles, and then we got to start doing weight exercises, weight bearing. Okay? So it's going to be really important. Like, you should be actually doing weight exercises in your wheelchair. You should be practicing lifting up your leg right now and start really moving things, okay? You know what they say, move it or lose it.
Right.
All right, so let's get you back on track, okay?
Okay.
All right, my friend, till tomorrow.
Thank you.
So now that you've seen a few clips of how we started. When we started with Mark, he was in a wheelchair, okay? And when we started with Mark in the wheelchair, he felt that his life was over, and it was just trying to make the best out of a bad day. You saw what happened when we worked on him. We got him out of the wheelchair that he could stand. Well, now he's not in the wheelchair at all, and he walks around all the time. You didn't see it because he was tired after we did it, but we did the third treatment on Mark, and the third treatment was 3 hours long. And I worked on his groin region from basically under his belly button, around his belly button, and down into the groin. And Mark said, you know what, wouldn't it be something if I could pee on my own again? Because he was using a catheter for 6 years, and they told him he'd never pee on his own again. Well, guess what? Before we even finished the 3 hours, Mark had to go pee, and Mark peed on his own. That's right. And he used a walker to get to the bathroom, and that was only after 4 days, and it was the third treatment with him. So yes, you heard what I said, and this guy was told that he was going to have to stay in a wheelchair and never be able to pee on his own again, and basically that's just a downhill slide. So Mark is on his way here in 2 weeks, and I will be putting more video on the end of this and show you the progression of what goes on. So if you believe that you need the cane, the wheelchair, the walker, okay, or be sent to a nursing home, you got sucker punched. That ends here. So check us out. I'm the Doc of Detox, and I'm telling you right now, if you're breathing, don't you give up, because you are the greatest healing machine on this planet, okay? You've just been given belief systems that are limiting because somebody else wants a piece of you. I don't want a piece of you. I want to unleash the total power to heal within you so that you can become your true self again. Thank you. Have a beautiful day.
Thanks for watching our video. Go to itioh.com for treatments and trainings and docofdetox.com for products and services. Follow us on social media to keep up to date with the latest videos and articles in health, plus so much more. Support our mission, share this video, and remember, we're here to help you create the perfect day for the perfect life.